In the last few weeks, there's been a ton of new AI updates, and some of them are changes, big changes to the existing tools that you already use, and there's some new ones worth checking out too. So in this video, I handpicked 7 new updates and new releases that actually really impressed me, and I want to show you a quick demo of each one so you could decide if it's worth trying for yourself. Now, the very first one is Claude Artifacts Library. It takes place inside of Claude, and if you click this right here, you'll see this page right here called Artifacts. Now, Claude has had artifacts for quite a while. What they are is you could prompt Claude right in the chat to build you an app, okay? And it does it through these things called artifacts, and there's a ton of different options available with artifacts. But now they have this page right here, which is a library, so you could see what's possible. So I'll click on one, for example, like this one here. And this artifact, and I'll play it in a second, it just started with this prompt right here. So you could copy and paste the prompt and start that way, or you could customize it and alter it from here. But I'll just show you here. It says how to move. So you have a character here in an office that moves around, right? And then you could interact. If I press E, if I move up to this person, press E, you could interact with them here. So you could make something like this for your own office environment or for a learning lesson or something like that. It's very simple to build these. Email writing assistant is a good one here. So again, if I go down, this is the page it created. If I go down here, start a prompt, build a React app that allows users to write better emails, right? This time, let me press customize here. So it will open up the same one. This is called Remix, where it opens up the chat inside of your own Claude interface. This is what it looks like. It's technically writing this kind of code in the background, which you don't even really need to see. And then it creates this artifact right here. And you can see this is a full-blown kind of an app. Let me actually stretch it out. It looks like this. And on the left side, we could use Claude to ask for any type of revision. And then when you're happy with it, this is my favorite part. You could publish these artifacts. And I could just copy the link from here once it's published. I'll open a new tab. And right here, I could literally send this link to anyone and they could use this. It's like building your own app, but without any technical skills, without using any type of AI coding tool. So here you would type in what type of email you want to write, the type of tone you want has these multiple choices, any additional context. You could go ahead and add any additional context here, generate the email, and it will go ahead and generate the email for yourself here. Or if you're sending this to a teammate, they'll be able to use this too. And here's the email over here. So you can see these are extremely useful. This is probably my top 3 tool that I use all the time. I use Claude all the time anyway, but this artifact option is one of my favorites. And now, because they have this nice library that I'm assuming they'll add more stuff to all the time, you could just kind of get a lay of the land on what is possible, click on any one of them and see the exact starter prompt that started this, and then customize it with the customize option in your own account and then publish and share. Okay, the second one is from HeyGen, and it's HeyGen product placement. So if you haven't used HeyGen before, this is again one of my favorite AI platforms. I'm making more videos about this as well. They basically turn a text prompt into AI avatars. They recently released Avatar 4, which are shockingly good. If you haven't used it before, you could now use it inside of HeyGen. But the one I wanted to show you is this new option, and you could see anything with a new tab is actually new. They have an AI studio, which I'm saving for a different video. And they have an agent, video agent thing that is on a wait list that I'm waiting to get approval on. Right here, product placement is what I wanted to show you. And it's wild. All you have to do is upload a product or drag and drop an image here. I'll just use one of these options right here. So here's a product. And then you would choose your avatar. And these are some of the options you have to test out. Or you could upload an image. It's literally a photo of a visible face. Okay, that's all you have to do is upload a photo of a visible face. And let's say this is the photo. And then you could combine the images to generate a video using Avatar 4. So I'll just click right here. Okay, and it's created 4 different images for us. So I'm going to pick the one I like the most. This looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and add a script. So this just combines the 2 images for you. Then you could type in your script, or you could upload any type of recording, audio recording you already have. You could go ahead and select the voice here. So let's go to the HeyGen library. Okay, listen to a couple voices. I'm gonna just choose this one right over here. Okay, and that's all. I'm gonna generate the video now from here. Okay, the video is done. Let me go ahead and press play. And remember, I just took the script from ChatGPT and I only literally picked 2 random images, and this is what we're gonna get.
Look, I know what you're thinking. They're Crocs. But you know what else they are? Comfortable. Stupid comfortable. I slip them on in the morning and that's it. I'm good. Grocery run? Crocs. Coffee shop? Crocs.
I mean, it's getting really good. Like compared to maybe version 2 or version 3, these Avatar version 4, just with a simple image, it's just kind of mind-blowing that you could get this far with it. And if you do like it, you could literally download it from here or make any tweaks. This is perfect for your own product. So if you have a product you're selling, you could just throw it in there, pick an image of maybe even yourself, and you get yourself a commercial in less than a couple minutes. Now, the next one on my list from ElevenLabs is called Voice Design, and version 3 just came out. So ElevenLabs, if you haven't used it before, it's the most realistic AI text-to-voice platform out there, and they're adding a ton of new different stuff here. So dubbed videos is actually getting shockingly good. It will match the lips to what you're saying in different languages. For example, they actually added a new option for podcast, which is also very interesting. And again, I'll cover these in upcoming videos. But right now, I want to go to voice design right here. This is a new option that just came out. And if I click right here, you could actually create an ultra realistic AI voice, and you could tweak all kinds of different things about it: the age, the gender, the accent. And this voice design, the new version 3 is one I wanted to show you, takes less than a minute. And you could start with a prompt, a deep, booming male voice of a massive eagle ogre. You could get very detailed with these. And what's nice is a lot of times you could use ChatGPT and kind of describe the tone you're looking for and get a prompt directly out of ChatGPT. So when it comes to any type of narrative, any type of fictional narrative, any type of commercial where you need way more control over the voice, this will help you with that. I'm gonna go ahead and generate the voice here. So that's all I needed. The preview text is what your character is going to say. You could always auto-generate from here.
Your weapons are but toothpicks to me. Surrender now, and I may grant you a swift end. I've toppled kingdoms and devoured armies. What hope? Your weapons are but toothpicks to me. Your weapons are but toothpicks to me.
Okay, pretty good. I'm gonna select voice number 1 here, and then you could go ahead and give it a name and then save that voice for yourself for later use. And it's gonna be here in your library. These are custom voices that you could now generate with Voice Design v3. Now, if you use your Mac every single day like I do, you basically have to bounce around between a dozen different apps every day to get basic stuff done. And I got a solution for you. MacPod, the team behind Clean My Mac, which is an app I've used on my Mac for about 8 years now to keep things nice and organized and running fast and smooth, they introduced something new called Eney. And it's not just an app service, actually. This is something new. They call it Computer Being. It's an AI companion mode for your Mac that helps you turn all those scattered tasks into a really smooth workflow. You just talk to it. It helps you out in real time. It learns exactly how you work, and it keeps everything private. Now, you could talk to Eney exactly how you would with a real assistant. So for example, you could say, clean up my system, and it will know exactly what to do. Summarize this video, and it will know exactly what to do. It even helps with things like transcribing meeting notes. It helps with improving image quality. And it's built specifically for your Mac, so it feels a lot more native and integrated than anything else. And it doesn't just respond to things you ask it. You could actually suggest things before you even ask. And you don't need any fancy prompts. You don't need any type of weird workarounds. And it just fits with how you already use your Mac. Now, this is in closed beta right now, but you could try it early. So check out the link in the description. And I think you're really gonna like it if you already have a Mac. Now, the next one on the list is one of the most anticipated AI tools of all time is Midjourney Video. They've been talking about it for a long time, and it's finally available to everyone right now, where you could turn a text prompt into a high quality video. Now, it's really easy to use. Here are just some examples here on the homepage. And I really like how this works because my typical workflow with AI video is I usually like to generate an image first and then bring that image to life with an AI video tool. Ton of them available out there. Veo 3 actually from Google is one of my favorites right now. I use multiple other ones. I'm actually making videos about a couple other ones coming up. But all you have to do is you could describe an image first. It will generate the image first, and then you could bring that into life with the video mode. So I'll jump into one of these examples to show you how the prompt is actually made, because with any of these examples on the Explore page, you could click right here with the start frame, and it puts the prompt right here. A stack of adorable 6 Labradoodle puppies standing on top of each other. This is the aspect ratio, they spell it out. The motion is low and is video 1. Now you don't have to do any of this. You could just press this option right here, and then this will help you just choose some of these options just from that drop down, and you could just remove all these if you want, and it will still create something for you here. So I'm just gonna do that without all the prompts. Anytime when you do create, you could create multiple jobs over here, so you could see multiple different examples. This was one of my favorites actually. Okay, we got 4. Let me just click on one right here. I mean, how good does that look right here? And you have more options here on the right side. So you could extend the video, for example, and you could also click to rerun. If you didn't like the output, you could just click on rerun. Very easy to do that. And this is one of my other favorite options with this. You could choose an existing image and bring it to life. So if you press the add image sign, you could upload your own. So I actually created this one maybe a couple years ago or something like that with Midjourney version 5. We're on version 7 right now. And you could just go ahead and send that image and not even type in any type of prompt and then send that out. So you could just literally bring an image to life without the text portion of it. And since I've done that one already, let me just show you how good that turned out, right? I mean, you could tell the details are a little bit softer here because it is from a much older Midjourney, right? But it's still, the motion is so natural. And this goes a lot more in depth. So my partner Kevin from Featurepedia actually made a very in-depth video on Midjourney. So I'll link that in the description. It's a complete tutorial on exactly how to use the video and how to prompt it correctly. Now, the next release I wanted to show you comes from Google Labs. So if you haven't gone to labs.google, basically you could experiment with a ton of new AI tools that they first roll out to this platform before they release it publicly. Notebook LM, for example, one of my favorite all-time AI tools, started here inside of Google Labs. And there's a ton of them available. If you see try it now, you could try it here. Flow is actually one of my favorite tools that I'm working on a video for too. This is a new AI filmmaking tool that combines lots of different filmmaking techniques with Veo 3, which is a text-to-video platform as well, Project Mariner. But let me go ahead and view more here, and I'll probably make a video showing you all kinds of different things you could do here because there's a ton of different options available here. But I wanted to show you this one right over here. This is really interesting. I'm gonna press try it now. This is Google Labs Portraits. Now with this one, this lets you chat with a digital avatar, and it could have a very custom set of instructions to act like a real life expert, right? So you can see a couple of them available here. Now, you can't do much yet. I just wanted to show you what's possible with it once it does roll out, because I think this is gonna be really powerful. So I'm gonna say, talk to Matt right here.
Welcome back. Last time, we talked about digging up story ideas, and I left you with the idea of giving Homework for Life a shot. Did you get a chance to dabble with it?
Okay, this is cool. It remembers my previous conversation. And here you could type in a text prompt, or you could press the space bar here to give it microphone access. I'm a little bit away from my computer right now, so I'm gonna say, can you give me a recap?
All right, so you want the highlight reel, the Cliff's Notes version of our chat so far. I can absolutely do that for you to keep handy. Your storytelling challenge. You came to me looking for help finding story ideas.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it on mute right now, but it's gonna kind of read through. So it does give it to you in text, and it also talks to you out loud. There's a little bit of latency here, so I think it took like 5 seconds after I give it a prompt that I just cut out, and then it gives you some follow-up prompts. Why I picked this is because I think this option is gonna become very, very popular, because there's a platform out there called Character AI, and it's basically exactly this. There's AI avatars that you could chat with, and usually in text format. So I'm assuming they're gonna roll out a lot of these portraits if this does get some traction inside of their portraits here inside of Google Labs. Now, the next one is from Perplexity, and there's actually two new things. The latest one, I'll show you right here. I'm going to press upgrade. They have a brand new plan. This is called Max, and it's $200 a month. And right now, it gives you something very unique, early access to Comet, the agentic browser. So I'm really looking forward to this, but it's not very clear if you upgrade right now when you get access. So I'm not going to upgrade just yet till I know I get access to Comet. So I could go ahead and try it out. Again, very expensive, but if you've tried other tools, ChatGPT now has a $200 plan. Google has like a $240 plan. They're all coming up with a plan that gives you more usage, and their agentic AIs are built in underneath that plan. So Operator, for example, is something inside of ChatGPT that's under the $200 plan only right now. And you also get access, unlimited access to Perplexity Labs. And the second part of this Perplexity update is actually Perplexity Labs. That's what I wanted to show you. And it's one of my favorite things inside of Perplexity. It's an AI-powered workspace that helps you turn ideas into complete projects. So this could also build reports for you, dashboards, simple web apps. It's very similar to the Claude artifacts I showed you, but it does actually come with this $20 plan. So if you have Perplexity already, you may want to use Labs instead of artifacts. It does achieve a lot of similar things. So I'm going to show you Perplexity Labs here quickly. So when you go to Perplexity, it's going to be under the Pro option, but you'll get this icon right here, Labs, create projects from scratch. This is new. And if I select this right here, it has some options here. So research a current state of AI-powered video restyling tools with a table comparing pricing, sample outputs. So this is going to combine the power of Perplexity Search, which if you haven't used it before as a search engine, it is absolutely incredible. So if I just send this as a text prompt, and then you can see it says 9 minutes left to gather sources and create your project. So just from that simple text prompt, it goes to work. And while it's doing that, I'll just quickly show you this option right here. With Perplexity, almost every single time an AI model comes out, Perplexity releases it into their platform the next day. So right now, this is a really good model. Gemini 2.5 Pro is available here. GPT 4.1 is even available here. Grok is available. So you can see they have a ton of different options. Now, some of them like O3 Pro are only going to come in that new subscription, the Max subscription. Also Claude 4 Opus, the thinking version of it, is also available here in the Max subscription. But if you're just using this for regular search, the default one, the Sonar one, is really good. Or you could just set it to best, which is actually my favorite because it selects the best model depending on what kind of questions you're putting up here. Okay, now this is done, and let me show you what makes Labs so different. Typically, if you just ask this question inside of Perplexity or ChatGPT or any other tool, you're gonna get a response that looks like this, right? But look at the few different things you get. This generates files. This is a CSV file, a downloadable CSV file. It just created this that I just opened up here on my Mac. This entire CSV file was just one of the many things it created. It created this detailed pricing breakdown too. And if I scroll down, it gave me more text, right? Now look on top, you have different tabs, right? So the sources we always had, these are all the different sources it went through. But now we have an Assets tab. So all those downloadable things are just available here for a quick download. All the steps to get there also, you could see the breakdown of all the different parts of the research. So it just didn't do a simple web search. It broke it down into steps, and it worked a lot more like an AI agent than just AI-powered search engine. And then you could go to Labs and have a follow-up just like you would with any type of Perplexity search. So Labs is incredibly useful, and it could do a lot more than I showed you over here, worth exploring here in more detail. And inside of our own platform, Skill Leap, we also introduced something called learning paths. So here, inside of the platform, you could see these. Once you become a member, these learning paths are just for members. And with each one, we basically laid out all our popular courses in the linear order you should watch them. So it makes it really easy to understand where to get started. Right now, we have a couple of them, and we are releasing new learning path coming up soon for different industries. So that's gonna all get rolled into your subscription here. And this is the course I wanted to highlight actually. Kevin has recently released a course here on Futuropedia. It's a really easy to watch course. It's only an hour long, but it's very practical and it's for creating movies with AI. Shows you all the top tools and techniques in order to do that, from image generation with things like Midjourney to bringing it to life with the top video AI tools. Again, this is all included in the subscription, and we still have our 7-day free trial. So you get access to everything with the free trial linked in the description below this video. And if you haven't seen my video on AI agents, a lot of people ask me to really simplify what AI agents are and how to build one. I'll link that video here if you want to watch that next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.